Welcome back to my channel, Gaming Etc. I'm your host, Etc. Dude, and today we are continuing our playthrough of
Ariana and the Elder Codex.
In our last video, we ended up finishing up the Codex of Fire, and at the same time finishing up all the 4 basic codexes, Earth, Wind, Water, and Fire. Meaning that now we have to go into the, I don't know what else to call them, the extra codexes. These are ones that, as Director Berkeley put, are human-based science. Things that are the all bad. Which, to my point last time, kind of makes him sound suspicious as maybe the person who could be potentially the one that damaged the codices. Is that true? It's still up in the air. So far we have 3 targets, and even though the Fairy of Light or Fairy of Codices has made themselves out to be as the good person, that still technically doesn't rule them out. There's nothing to say that this isn't just a facade and something that they're playing at to try to bring our guard down. Of course, that'll come as we're playing the game and we'll figure out more with that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started.
I wonder what's next.
It's morning already. Looks like I stayed up all night again. But thanks to that, I've confirmed where we can improve our magic generation. If I show this to the director, then surely it's the first thing in the morning, but I'm sure the director hasn't slept either, so I'll go see him now. This codex feels different than the others. Is this some kind of research lab? Either way, I better go after him. Now then, the director's office is on the 2nd floor of the research lab. I can use the elevator to get there. I'll press the 1st floor button to call the elevator. Power to the elevator's out. What happened? I'll ask that researcher over there. Oh, head researcher. Good morning. Good morning. I have something I need to report to the chief director, but the elevator has no power. Do you know why that is? What are you saying, head researcher? Have you already forgotten? We were given instructions over the intercom from the director yesterday, remember? We have to show our sponsors some results soon. So he told us to run all 3 research labs at full throttle to complete our tasks. I guess they're even diverting the energy from the elevators to the lab. It's only temporary though. If we can finish everything on our to-do list, I'm sure the elevator will start up again. If you'd lend us a hand, head researcher, I'm sure we'd get done faster. Ha! Alright then, let's do this quickly. Thank you. Please head into the lab next to me first. Use the switch inside to operate the doors and bring back the research report, please. Research Report 1. With our current output of magic power generation, it is difficult to supply electricity to multiple devices at the same time. Because of this, it is thought that using a switch to control which devices are being supplied with electricity as necessary could be a method to effectively utilize this limited electric power. However, this method is merely a temporary measure. There is a need to increase power generation. I retrieved the research report. Here, I got the report. Whoa, that was fast. Ever the reliable head researcher. Thank you so much. Can I use the elevator now? No. The other two labs are still operating. Alright, fine. I'll head over there for a bit. Wow, thank you so much, head researcher. We can always count on you. He must be a good boss if it's important to trust him so much. Compared to him, no, I won't go there. Oh, hello, head researcher. Hello, what are you doing? I'm waiting on the research reports from each lab, but I haven't gotten a single one yet. If you're looking for the lab reports for Research Lab 1, I have them right here. Oh, thank you so much. You're still missing 2, right? I'll bring them as well. Oh, really? I apologize for the trouble, head researcher. It's fine. I just have some business I want to tend to. At the director's office. I want to hurry and get the elevator power back on, so I can go to the 2nd floor. I see. I understand. Then I'll wait here for the last 2 reports. The remaining 2 labs are to the east.
That's better. That's better. That's better. There. Got it. Not bad.
Research Report 2. There have been confirmed cases where some electrical devices have acted in unexpected ways due to a shortage of power generation. In particular, there have been reports of devices set to halt operation when people are present continue to operate due to the deterioration of cognitive power. We can make some improvements to this issue by lowering the required amount of power for control, but current power generation levels are not enough for a fundamental solution.
I retrieved the research report.
Not bad. That's better. There.
Research Report 3. We've determined that all of the generated electricity was used to operate the propeller motor. Because motors use up more electricity than other devices, we believe this is the cause of the power shortage to other devices. It is difficult to provide a stable supply with the current power generation levels. So for the time being, we will prohibit the unnecessary use of motors, such as in electric fans. In regards to the entrance to the laboratory operating with a motor, the personnel responsible for the design will be subject to a pay cut.
I retrieved the research report.
That's better. Watch this. What? All right. Yeah. What?
It looks like I can get to the basement from here, but I don't have any business there now. I should continue the story above ground first. I don't really have any business in the infirmary right now. Whenever I get close to this place, the smell of medicine makes all my bad memories come flooding back in.
The magic extraction is out of control. We're at our limit. Director, stop the experiment now. I'm fine. I can keep going. Don't be ridiculous, Director. What are you doing? Stop it now. We can't stop this experiment until we confirm the critical point of magic generation. All of us are well prepared for the consequences. Her, me, and you. That may be, but she's going to die. If we can't get any results or data, they'll cut off our funding. If that happens,
The research tab will shut down. We'll never be able to fulfill our dream of magic generation, and a great many researchers will be left out in the cold. Blast it. I'll just focus on my meeting with the director for now. Was that his memory? I couldn't see it clearly, but just what happened at this research lab?
Not bad.
I've retrieved the reports. Thank you. I'll go ahead and submit these. I should be able to use the elevator to the second floor now, right? Yes, very soon. I think a few doors that were closed can be opened now too. Ah, I can finally go see the director. Yes, the director trusts you a lot, doesn't he? Why the sudden observation? Oh, well, lately, you're the only one who's met with the director face to face. I haven't met with him for a couple months now. I see. I guess that incident really... Oh, I apologize, head researcher. I said too much. No, it's fine. More importantly, I want to ask you something. Was submitting the research reports for the sponsors in order from the director? Huh? Yes. It was through an announcement last night. Didn't you hear? What's going on? I never heard such an announcement. Head researcher, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Was there anything strange about the director's announcement? Anything strange? Now that you mention it, he sounded rather gloomy for a moment. I thought it sounded like you, but I recognized his manner of speaking. Perhaps he caught a cold? I see. Alright then. Thank you. Yes, I'll see you later. Seeing how hardworking he is, I can't imagine he would miss the announcement. But the researcher didn't look like she was lying either. What's going on?
Water. Water.
Director, are you here? I want to ask you something, but, there are the director's research documents. No, his diary.
Achieving a long-held wish 1. My long-held dream of generating magic power has hit a large wall due to the existence of codices which house magic power. In order to extract magic power from a codex, one must deeply analyze its contents and draw out the magic power hidden within. There is no issue in drawing out only a small amount of magic power. However, in order to gain a vast amount of magic power required for power generation, one must read the codex for an incredible length of time. However, this causes a large problem. The action of reading a codex is synonymous with coming into contact with its world. The reader's mind is gradually invaded by the codex's world, causing the magic power to interact in a negative way with their sensitivity. Eventually, the reader will go mad and behave recklessly. This is the most serious obstacle that hinders our research. Unless we find a solution to our current situation, my dream will never be realized. Our researchers are all talented and eagerly dedicated and believe in the possibility of magic power generation. However, seeing their enthusiasm only weighs me down further now. It is not that I don't trust them, I merely require silence right now. I should return to the place where it all began, that quiet place where I first dreamed of magic power generation.
The place he pointed to must be the old research lab in the basement. Is he trying to do things on his own again? I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's dangerous to leave him alone. I'll go after him. Oops. I need this too if I'm going to the basement.
Prototype storage battery. A prototype storage battery set aside after the head researcher and director began research on magic power generation and succeeded in converting extracted magic power into electricity. It's mostly meant as a memento, having a small capacity and little practical use, but there are signs that it is still charged periodically. This storage battery is used as a key to the underground laboratory, where research first began. Holding the storage battery brings to mind the delight and hope they felt when they succeeded for the first time.
Just wait for me. It seems his research was getting difficult, so he felt cornered. Things are getting suspicious. I should get to the next destination right away.
Water. All right, let's go. Yeah. There. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah. That's better. There. Yeah. That's better. Go. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Repair complete. There. Yeah.
What the? Has the security gotten stronger somehow? just how misanthropic has it gotten. Well, if he's consistently worried about funding, getting cut off, it's understandable. Seriously, he's exhausting. I'll put this storage battery and my card here. What is this? My last visit date is yesterday. Something's weird. I haven't been here for months. Did someone use my card? No, that's not possible. I always have my card on me, and I've never lost it. Ugh, what is this headache? Something's nagging at me in my mind. Shoot, what's going on? Thought only the director was suspicious, but it seems the head researcher has a secret that he's not even aware of too. I feel like I've become a detective within a mystery novel.
Yeah. Huh, yeah, huh, yeah. Huh, 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 yeah. Got you. Huh, huh. Huh. Blow you away. Huh. Huh, yeah, huh, yeah. Huh. 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 That's better. There. That's better. Huh. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Huh. 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 Yeah. Huh. That's better. Huh. That's better. There. Huh. Huh. Not bad. That's better. That's better. There. That's better. All right, let's go. Yeah. There. Yeah.
achieving a long-held wish too. Several months have passed since I launched my research here. During the day, I do my work above ground, and at night I continue my research in this location. I thought I had grown used to such a double life, but now I am facing a new problem. The amount of time I can stay awake is shortening. I was prepared for this to happen eventually, but the signs are appearing faster than I expected. He is gradually beginning to realize the truth, and he will eventually act to stop me. But I must complete this research no matter what, before he intervenes. That is my long-held wish. And her long-held wish too.
Hello, Ariana.
Hello, Mr. Fairy.
So, you finally entered the 3 phenomena codices. They're dangerous. Will you be alright?
I've prepared for this thoroughly, so I'll be fine. Probably.
That's good. I do see that you've added a new magic spell to your codex.
How did you know that? That's kinda scary.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. But that spell, it's space-time magic, right? It's pretty compatible with you, isn't it?
You really do know everything. That's right. It seems to work well for me.
I figured. It carries the same element as the magic you possess, after all.
It does?
You're here right now because you wield the power to enter codices. And space-time magic has the same element as that power.
Oh, so that's what Divina meant when she said it was compatible.
Exactly. It means magic that transcends time and space has the same source as the magic to go inside codices.
As expected, Mr. Fairy. You do know everything.
I suppose. By the way, Ariana, may I ask you something? How long have you been able to use your magic to dive into these books?
Oh, I thought you were all-knowing, Mr. Fairy.
That should be the case, but there's actually plenty that I don't know.
That's too bad. And here I was thinking of asking if you knew where my parents are, even if it was a long shot.
Oh, well...
No way. Do you know something?
Well, I know that your parents disappeared, but I don't know where they are.
But you know about them?
I know general things about you, but there are gaps in my knowledge. That's why I asked when you started using magic.
Let me think. About 3 years ago? Why?
I was curious if there was a catalyst.
I guess the catalyst would be when I became a librarian.
Wait, that was 3 years ago? You've been working as a librarian since you were that young?
Oh, you didn't know that either. Can't say you know everything anymore, huh?
I'll stop saying that. Still, librarians are the elite of magicians, and you could say you're even elite among the librarians. It sounds like you had talent for magic from a young age.
It seems like my magic power's stronger than other people's, but I don't know for sure. I can't exactly see it.
Even if you can't see it, anyone can tell how skilled you are. You've really grown magnificently, Ariana.
You say that like you're my dad.
Well, I suppose. I do see you as my own daughter, in a way. Though, perhaps I feel that way because your parents aren't here.
You see yourself as my dad, not as a boyfriend?
Huh? No. No. I could never be your boyfriend. Unthinkable.
When you put it like that, it kind of hurts.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Well, I'm just a ball of light, so I want to help you, but being your boyfriend is far too much.
Your form doesn't bother me. Times are changing.
I think you should be bothered. I know it's strange for me of all people to say this, but please avoid suspicious fairies of light like me.
I'm just joking. But it's a bit of a shame.
Why is that?
Because I don't know if my dad's anything like you. It'd be nice if you were.
You got me. That's a joke too, isn't it?
Who knows?
Well, even if it is a joke, that makes me happy. Thank you, Ariana.
What are you thanking me for? I didn't do anything.
For your kind joke.
Well, you're welcome.
I'll see you again, Ariana.
See you, Mr. Fairy. Huh. No! That's better. There. Heal. There. There. Watch this. Blow you away. Yeah. Huh. 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 Yeah. Huh. 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 I wonder what's next. Repair complete.
Achieving a long-held wish 3. My research is finally complete in regards to the mental degradation of the reader of the Codex, which was a fundamental issue with magic power generation. The solution was to use a being that does not have a reading mind at all. By projecting the Codex's contents into the cornea and making adjustments for the Codex to respond, it is now possible to effectively extract the magic power hidden within. As there is no mind to degrade, no matter how long they read, no issue will occur. Furthermore, if this being is continuously supplied power like a machine, it can continue to work until the end of its lifespan. This is the advent of endless reading. I have called this invention the Codex Reading Device. I believe it will become humanity's new hope.
That's better. That's better. Heal. That's better. Got it. Watch this. Yeah, there. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah. Blow your way. Watch this. Yeah, not bad. Watch this. Not bad. There. Yeah. 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 Got not bad. Yeah. Go. One. Yeah. I wonder what's next. That's better. There. There. Repair complete.
Ha! Ha! Ugh, my head feels like it's going to split in two. And what are these memories that I don't recall ever having? It's almost as if Is this another diary? No, it isn't. This is a letter. I've seen this handwriting before. This is my own.
Request 1. By the time you read this, you've likely remembered much of your way here. The person you believe to be the director and followed here is not the director, it's you. Ever since that accident, she has lost consciousness and is unable to move from her sickbed. Then the director, who had protected her, lost his life. Your close friend died, and your subordinate entered a vegetative state. Faced with this reality, you suffered under the terrible stress. Simultaneously, anxious for the future descended upon you. Even if research is advanced through idealism, that alone cannot conquer reality. Negotiations with sponsors, leadership skills to organize researchers. Only the director had these skills. But you were struck by one thought. The research lab still needs a director, and so you created another personality within yourself, mimicking the director. However, it wasn't a mere personality. You too had come into contact with the magic power of the Codex and fallen to madness. By day, you acted as your normal self, and by night, your director personality awakened. This temporary director concealed the death of the real one, and he carried out the cruel and realistic decisions you were capable of making every day. One of these decisions was to turn her into the Codex reading device.
Ha! Haha. The Codex reading machine was made using her. Like I could believe something ridiculous. Where's the next part of this letter? No. I know where. It must be in here. So the director's personality is inside him, and that personality was conducting experiments with people? Unbelievable. But I have to see what comes next. I had no idea this place was like this. So the ominous thing over there is the Codex reading machine. She's inside that, and I found it, the last page of the letter.
Request 2. But don't get the wrong idea. This was her own decision just as much as yours. You likely don't remember, but when I spoke to her, she woke up for just a moment. I told her about my plans for the Codex reading device, and she offered to become its vessel. As a demon, even with the bare minimum of life support system, she can live much longer than a human. Aware that she would be confined to her sickbed for the rest of her life, she chose to keep constant contact with the Codex for the sake of our world. The Codex reading device is complete, and I have made preparations to guide you here. I needed to do this to complete the plan before I, the temporary director, vanished. You and the director understood each other like nobody else. I'm certain he would have made the same decision if he were in your shoes. Lastly, I have requests to make of you. Please use this invention to contribute to the development of humanity. As long as you have this machine, you should never lose investors. Research into power magic generation will advance more than ever before. But I will leave the final choice to you. Whether this research will change humanity's future is your decision to make.
You're leaving this decision up to me? Really? After coming this far? The answer is obvious. If he turns off the machine, he can release her from the device. But if he does that, the research lab would lose the support of the sponsor, and they won't be able to continue the research. Conversely, if he keeps the machine going, his long-held dream will finally be realized, all by sacrificing the woman inside the machine. What will he do?
Librarian Ariana command you. Repair this story to its original form. In a certain laboratory lay a device called a Codex reading machine. It was a symbol of technological innovation, created by a scholar who excelled in magic power generation. But its creation was a story of people's disturbing struggle between ideals and reality. The scholar recalled the day that the gears of fate began to move. As an experiment ran out of control, a researcher was consumed by the Codex's magic power. Their emotions and spirit decayed as they pursued an ideal. All of this led to the completion of the Codex reading machine. And so the world was filled with the power of a new phenomenon. A powerful force of will never fades. Thus goes the story of the magic of transmission, and one of the 7 hero codices. Oh, it's you two. Why are you here?
We were waiting for your safe return, clearly.
Welcome back, my lady.
Wait, were you waiting for me the whole time?
Of course we weren't. The magic returned to one of the 3 phenomena codices. That means you succeeded, right?
Well, yes.
That's why we came to greet you.
I see. Thanks.
So, how was the world inside that phenomena codex? Was it terrifying? Did it make you panic? Or was it nothing of note?
Well, it wasn't much different from the other codices. It was just as difficult. There were violent monsters again, but I was ready this time.
So there was no real danger?
It got a little dicey, but so did the other codices. I'm sure it's thanks to the both of you I was able to come back safely. Thank you, Divina and Vester.
I see. I'm glad I was of help.
You know, it's hard to explain how it's different from the 4 elemental codices. It's just a feeling. Like the air, maybe the smell?
Smell? Do you mean the plants and flowers that appear within the story?
Not that. This sounds weird, but it didn't smell stale.
Oh, that's what you mean. That makes sense. Compared to the 4 elemental codices from 1500 years ago, the 3 phenomena codices are only 250 years old. They should feel newer.
Only 250 years? Just how old are you?
How rude! You shouldn't ask a lady her age.
I'm a lady too, so it's fine.
I've forgotten. I've lived far too long.
How can you forget your own age?
It's quite easy. If you live for several thousand years, the lower 2 digits stop mattering.
Several thousand years? Seriously?
Oh, have I not told you?
This is the first time I'm hearing it.
Me too.
Well, it really wasn't worth mentioning. Anyway, I'm sorry for keeping you. You must be tired. Please, rest well.
Hero Codex, Codex of Transmission. A hero codex in which the story of magic of transmission is written. Magic that controls transmission uses the power between mutual objects and changes the behavior of elements. The tale of a powerful force of will that never fades, which led to the spread of new power of electricity. A codex written by a modern scientist. And that's it for this playthrough of
Ariana and the Elder Codex.
where we ended up going into one of the 3 phenomenon codices. You know, these are extra codices that were made by humans, and likely humans that couldn't really use magic or the codices, and they fall into the realm of normal science, you know, science that we would obviously know, but with that little extra element of using the codices and its magic. In this one, we went into the Codex of Transmission. In there, we got to see the story of a young scientist and the research he was developing in order to create something for humanity, something to better off humanity. Of course, in it, we also get to learn his entire story of what had happened and how the events came to. Overall, you know, we conquered this codex and brought through the magic of transmission to the rest of the world. This one being a newer codex, seeing as it wasn't one originally written by Divina. Instead, it was written by that scientist itself. So, something to learn there. We also did get a little bit more insight into how old Divina really is and her perception of time, which, if you live that long, makes total sense, right? You wouldn't quite remember your normal original teen years if it was hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. But there's still that looming question on who really damaged the codexes and why. That's yet to be answered, and we can only figure that out as we continue to progress. So until the next one, thanks everybody for watching.